So I'm Sam. I've been trying to day trade for 6 months now, and I'm not profitable yet. I thought I'd run you through. We got an hour and a half till New York Open, so I thought I'd just go through my strategy, what I'm expecting for today, and just the background of me, to be honest. So if you read through, I find my bias. Well, I check news, find bias, weekly bias on a Monday, just so I get a sort of overall context for the weekly candle. Now I find my daily bias. I use the daily candle and the 4-hour candle, and then I go through just like before New York Open. So around this time, I just have a look at what the charts have done. So what am I on? Got on the 15-minute. I'll just have a look. So because I use AMD Power 3, Asia accumulated, London's manipulated. So now I'll just wait for the sort of double manipulation of New York at the 10 a.m. candle open, and then I'll catch the distribution. So these are my entry setups. I'll just wait for time. I need to change that actually. 10 to 11. And these are the complements I use. So liquidity sweep or tap into a high time frame PD array. And then I will use a distribution projection, just using a fib. I'll quickly show you these settings. These are all ICT concepts. I did not say that bit. Wrong one. Hold on. So say this is our manipulation here. I'll just use a distribution projection and work it out. And minus 2.5 is directly on these relative equal lows. So that's my target for today. Assuming that we get a nice entry set up if price action is nice today. Yeah, so I thought I'd go into this now. So this is my eval. I've only taken one trade, which was yesterday. I started this yesterday. It's my third eval on Top Step because my first one went really well. It went really bad. I'll go through from order. So I log everything. Let me move my face. So I put the time in because time is extremely important. My first and my second eval isn't all the right strategy. It's sort of not all the same strategy, sorry. So I mostly rely on unicorn setups. When I catch one of them at a good time, I get a good trade, but a lot of the time I forget about time and I fail, I lose. I've got a lot of losses here, but you can see I do catch good wins, but often I forget to use my strategy. I've got full ports in here where I've just gone full tilt, especially on my second eval here. I've got full ports. I can't see where it is. Full port as tilted. Not good. So my consistency, my mentality has been slacking massively, and failing to hammer down an exact strategy has also messed me up because I've been in between of sort of multiple different strategies, but now I'm just focused on 2 trades a day. 2 trades. I've got days here where I've taken 4, 5, 6 trades, re-entries after I've been stopped out, and it's just not been good, man. It's just not been good. But journaling, key for everything. You can work out where you're losing and where you're winning. And I started back testing this, but I don't know whether you need to buy FX Replay, but I haven't used FX Replay. I've just used Trader View, and the only data you get on the 1 minute is to December 3rd. I've got some trades here, 66% win rate. I think it's 9 trades I've got, which is, obviously not enough data, but hopefully we'll get there eventually. So my daily bias for today, I'll see what I've put my notion. I don't think I've put much. We'd like to see the swing high put in. So order flow's bearish. We're disrespecting premium arrays and respecting discount arrays. So this is your best example here. We've respected my chart is a mess as well, I'm sorry. We've respected this daily fair value gap and displaced down, didn't put in a bullish daily fair value gap there. And So here we could have a swing high put in. Today could be bullish. I'm not 100% sure on the daily candle, but the 4-hour candle gives you a little bit more context. So we've put in a swing high. Once this candle closes, I want to see this bullish fair value gap get ran through, but I would like to see this 4-hour fair value gap get wicked into on the next 4-hour candle open at 10 a.m. So my daily bias today is to come down through this fair value gap and attack this 4-hour low here. So that is going to be my target realistically, because this is a lot. You've got like 200-300 points there to move. We're averaging 150 to 200 points on these 4-hour candles here. So, and that's for yesterday, the last, because obviously these ones were during the close, the overnight session. So a 200 point move will take, from here, and that's about it. So we want to target this low really. If we can get it down to these relative equal lows, then we're going to make some money today, if we don't get stopped out. So today, as I previously stated, what I'd like to look for is at 9 a.m. So I'd like to see a move up, take London's high, little move back down, 10 a.m, hit the fair value gap, displace down, hit this low, bosh, bosh. That's my idea for today. Fuck off. Go away. So I guess I'll get back to you on open and see what happens and go through any trades that I take, any that I lose and any that I hopefully fucking win. Right, so I've taken 2 trades today, 1 loss, 1 win. And I had over an hour and a half of footage of me live trading. I was cutting it all up, putting it all together, and it's too long, way too long. So I'm scrapping that. I'm just going to go through trade recap. I keep saying recap, this is annoying me. I'm going to go through trade recap and just talk you through how I view the markets and what made me take the trade. So this is New York Open here. We displaced down, we swept this liquidity, then we pulled back up, took that liquidity there. I can't be bothered to get rid of my drawings. Then we moved back down, created a 5-minute fair value gap, took this liquidity, hit this fair value, hit this 4-hour here, pulled back up, create an order block here, and we inversed the 5-minute, and then what I was looking for here was a continuation up to the London high. So it was only a 2-hour here. That's what happened. So my idea of entering this trade was, we had this order block form here. So this was our order block. However, what I didn't notice at the time was we actually didn't form an order. It's a failed order block really. We missed the close above by 1 point. So that meant my trade idea failed, really. I just didn't notice it, and I made a really big mistake when I was on my futures calculator. I typed in the wrong entry price, and I only wanted to risk $100 as it was a scalp. So I just wanted to make 200 on this trade and risk 100. But I put in the wrong entry price, and spoilers, no spoilers. I ended up losing 220 because of the wrong entry price. So that shit happened, moved on. We had this order block here, and this formed a breaker block. And I was looking to see what price was going to do, whether it wanted to take this low or continue to move back up as it had pulled into equilibrium. So here we've got this, we we pulled down, we swept this low here, pulled back up, and we got a breaker block here. So we got this close above, we got this breaker block. Let me just add this back. Breaker block, bush, like that. And at this point, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I originally drew out a long position here, because this creates a fair value gap here, which I'm glad I didn't do. And so my idea on this trade was I wanted to see how it reacted off of this breaker block, as it was the first one that was formed past 10.30. So your 10.30 price is there, so that's 10.30, and the first breaker block after 10.30 is meant to be substantial. I can't remember, ICT says it. So I always just mark that out and have a look. And actually, to be fair, that's the first breaker block formed, but this one was formed before. So the order block, I mean, was formed before. So this is the breaker I was looking at. I wanted to see how it reacted to this price as we've gone all the way down into the range. We reacted off of this, created an inverse fair value gap, and that's where I set my entry, and then I'll just let it run. So hold on, that is where I got entered on the trade, and this trade had a 0 drawdown. It literally ticked into it, 3 ticks, and then this is what happened. Right, where are we? So we moved down. So originally, as soon as we put in this high and broke it, I moved stop to break even. Then as soon as we put in this high and broke it, I broke even. And then we displaced down, create this fair value gap. I was really thinking about closing the trade when we started consolidating here. As soon as we started consolidating the fair value gap, I wasn't as confident. My TP was down at 835 on the -5 standard deviation, which was taken, from this manipulation leg, which manipulated me. Pardon me. So at this point, I was like, okay, this is cool. I've moved it to here. If we hit it, then I take a $300 win, or I hit TP. Because I thought, if we go above this high, then it's unlikely that the trade would be invalidated if it went above this high. So I'll let this play out. Let me do this. So we failed to make a lower low. So I think that was the point I moved it to here. Yeah, it was this. That's when I moved it to there, because we failed to make a lower low, and then we had this sort of market structure shift, body to body instead of wick, and then failed. We had a lot of wicks, and then I got stopped out here. And then what actually happened was, if I'd left my stop at that internal high, the trade would have played out there. And this trade was a 9.5 R. So I made today I'm up $78, and I made 300 on that trade, so it was a 4.25 R, and I lost 220 on the first one, but we moved. So got 2 wins on the account now, 1 loss. I mean, the loss was a bit shit, I fucked up, but we move. So that's how I viewed the markets today. And then we got even session starting in 36 minutes, so I'll go through, I'll take some trades then, hopefully, a trade. I know I said it's 2 trades max, but because the first one was a scalp, and now I'm basically break even, all I'm gonna do is just risk the $80 profit. So I either break even for today, or I make a bit more. So I think that's the best way to sort of manage this, because there's no point making a tiny bit of money. like I'm basically break even, so I might as well actually be break even. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll update this later. Right, so it's not what it looks like, sadly. So I had a bit of a mare again. So trade recap of a trade that didn't happen. So I'd planned this, I'd set it up. So here we came into to 2 o'clock here, this vertical line, did nothing other than take these relative equal highs. We failed to put in another high off of this, what I assumed was order block, and I was waiting for this to get taken, or this breaker block that I originally entered on earlier to get tagged, but nothing. I then just changed it to regular trade now to see if we had like a 130 power 3 instead, which started here. They had a little bit of accumulation, then a push up, and the 4 hour candle was a lot bigger, so I was like, okay, maybe it has put in its high. So I then was having a look, swept this high, failed to come up, came down. I believe we put in an SMT here somewhere. Trying to fit, yeah, here. So that we put in the bearish SMT on NAS. So then I was looking for shorts. We displaced down, and I was placing a limit there, and did I really delete that? Oh, for God's sake! So I put in like the prices on my calculator. I came onto here, and I accidentally pressed market. Apparently, I pressed sell. I pressed market sell. Immediately came up. I didn't even know what I'd pressed, to be honest. I accidentally pressed it and went fuck, deleted it. Closed it. But the only good thing is I would have actually have been stopped out on MNQ. So my stops there at the 726 candle, and that's just the 226 candle. And it hit it on MNQ, but it never hit it on NQ. So I'm happy that happened, because if I'd entered and actually lost the full amount rather than just not entering and just losing $13, I'm glad that happened, because I don't think I wouldn't have moved my stop up here. That's where I put it on the calculator too, because again I thought this could be a breakaway gap. We also had a breaker block here. This was the breaker block. So I thought, no, there's no way it's going to come back up. It's just going to dump. And it came back up once more and then dumped. And that is what happened. If I targeted them lunch lows, it would have been a 15R. 15R. But I was just targeting this low-hanging fruit here. I thought that was quite a nice target, because half the time you never see the PM session always come down. The other thing I didn't mention is this is a perfect example of a market maker buy and a market maker sell model. So, I mean, this is your like buy side of the curve here. It's really annoying. And then you've got your accumulation. All here. And then your sell side of the curve. And a bit of accumulation. Oh, I'm up $400. Yeah, I'm gonna nut. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's pretty obvious what he was reaching for, but it's just I was liquidity. I became liquidity, and now I'm gonna add my liquidity all over my monitor when this hits TP. Order block, form an order block. Go down now. Right, now I'm getting the tunes on. Let's have it. I'm the least emotional trader, I swear. Thank fuck. There we go. We're done. We've made it. We've put the magnet in. So I just got stopped.
Talk
to me about fair value gaps and liquidity now.
Okay, I need your help.